guys, Matt Bell here with another Improv for Violinists lesson. We've been digging really deep into pentatonic scales the last couple of weeks. Why is that? Well, one, they're simple. Two, they work. And three, if you're a little bit clever about it, you can get some really cool sounds and note choices. But pentatonic scales are not the only tool that we need to be good improvisers. We're going to introduce another tool this week that, believe it or not, is even more simple than pentatonic scales and just as useful. In case you were wondering, that entire lick that I played at the beginning was based on this tool, the triad. So we've talked a lot about stable notes and stable tones. 1 and 5 are particularly stable notes over a chord, right? But solos are not about notes. They're about phrases and lines. So how do we build incredibly stable lines? Well, we can do that by using triads. And triads are so stable that you can play just about any triad over just about any chord, and it's going to work if you're clever enough, okay? So let's get some definitions out of the way. What are triads? For our purposes here, we will talk about 3 different triads: major, minor, and diminished. A major triad is a root, then you go up a major third, and then up a minor third. A minor triad's the opposite. You start a root, you go up a minor third, and then you go up a major third. And a diminished triad is if we have a root and then a minor third and another minor third. Okay? So let's do some examples. Let's think about the C scale. Okay? What are some triads that we can make using that scale? So let's start with 1, 3, and 5. That's a C major triad. Now we start on the 2. 2, 4, 6 gives us a D minor triad. Let's go 3, 5, 7. Gives us E minor triad. 4, 6, and 1. Gives us the F major triad. 5, 7, and 9. Gives us G major. 6, 1, and 3. Gives us the A minor triad. And then 7, 9, and 11 gives us B diminished, or if we use a flat 7, which we do in a lot of cases, gives us the B flat major triad. Okay? All of those triads and more can be used when you're soloing over C. True. But just blowing through triads isn't that interesting, right? You're never going to hear a solo like that. So it's stable, it's just not interesting. So what if we do, where instead of taking a root 1 or root 3, 5, what if we do 3, 5 root? Okay, that's a little more interesting, right? And so that's called a first inversion. All we did was take the root from the bottom and stuck it at the top. 3, 5, 1. Or if we do the second inversion, we start on 5. So we can do that inversion, and we can extend them like I just did. We can extend them down, extend them up, or we can extend them down. Woo! There we go. So we can do whatever we want. Ascending, descending, 3 notes, 4 notes, 5 notes, 6 notes, okay? We will talk about more applications next week. But this week, I want you to practice using those triads that we built with the C major scale over a vamp in C. So just go to YouTube and search vamp in C, and you'll probably have a dozen choices come up with some different rhythms. And you can try using those triads in your soloing. Just, decide, hey, I'm going to use an F major second inversion. So that means I'll start on the 5 of the F chord, which is C. Okay, so that's my F triad. And say I'm going to try using that over C major. And then maybe I'll use the D minor. And you'll find that if I'm creating a line, right? So all I did was I was playing some stuff in C, and then I stuck that D minor triad in there. So you will find as you're trying these different triads over a vamp and C that they do work. They're stable. They're a little bit out sometimes, especially if you're picking a like that one, a D minor triad that doesn't have any chord tones in it, but it works and you'll feel it work. Okay, so practice that a little bit this week, and next week I've got a really cool application for you that will show you exactly how I came up with that lick for the beginning of this video. Okay, practice, 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 triads, 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 and I'll see you guys next week.